What's up? What's up? What's up, beautiful people? It's Pretty Girl Love Trap content, and we are here to discuss season 4, okay, part 2 of Power Book 2 Ghosts. More specifically, my little wish list of what I feel should happen to the characters as we are nearing the end of this series, okay? So I thought it'd be a little fun, little cute live in lieu of this little break we have. Because we'll be going to September, okay? So before we get into it, I would love for you guys to just kindly please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like what you see up in here, okay? Please try to share if possible. Let's have fun in the chat per usual. And if you're watching a replay, please let me know your thoughts, okay? I would definitely want you guys to chime in terms of your opinions, okay? But I will also like to thank whoever was up in here earlier on time. Thank you, Daria, Demarcus, Mr. Jones, Monica M, Ronald Cameron, Miss Kira Speaks. How are you guys doing this lovely Sunday afternoon? I hope your weekend is going well. Of course, I would like to preface this by saying I am not intended to be up in here like a regular trap church, okay? This is not a full sermon. This is not a full service today, okay? I'm just trying to be kind of in and out as much as possible, but hey, I'm not going to rush it because if we having fun, we're having fun, okay? What's up, Samira Boo? Thank you for coming through. So I just want to go through like the main characters and what I would like to see in terms of part 2, okay? So let's get into the first set of characters. No, I don't really sorry, y'all. I gotta start laughing because I merely wanted this photo because I love Noma's jacket. Like, it's fire. Sorry. It's the shallow fashion PG here, okay? No, I don't think of them as a couple per se, but I'm really here for the jacket, okay? I'm really here for the fashion of Noma, okay? Because I'm not here for Noma whatsoever. I have never have been, never will be. There's nothing exciting about Noma except for her little, suits here and there in her accent. Okay, I'm sorry. I have nothing else. In terms of my desire of caring about Noma, I will say what I feel is going to happen in terms of her reality in the show. I do feel that she may possibly be deported because of the dialogue we are constantly hearing between Noma and Wiley, right? Wiley Adams. They're always talking about her citizenship. And I feel like that's going to come into play. I do feel like Tariq is spearheading or he's in the works because he has a plan, right? We don't know the intricate details of the plan, but we do know Tariq and Davis is working on something in regards to Noma because ego is the main thing as well as revenge in terms of Tariq's motives this season. So his plan is to get Noma out of here, okay, and or replace her. So I do feel that she is going to be deported. Because I honestly don't really see. I wouldn't mind seeing her being deleted. I wouldn't even mind her seeing her go to prison. She's boring of a character to me for the most part, so I really don't care what happens to her. But I feel like they're trending on showing that she's going to be deported, and she may even be in prison when she's deported back to her country because the block is hot over there. She may actually go down for her husband's demise. Now that I think about it, so yeah, she may be over there, having tea and crumpets in cell block D. Okay, so that's probably what's going to happen with Noma. Like I said, I don't really necessarily have any wants in terms of what I want to happen. But I must say, I do want her to be humbled. Okay, when we had the scene with Noma and Zion at the restaurant, I literally enjoyed. Like, I wish I popped me some popcorn before the scene because the fact that she was over there having to eat crow and just had to muster up her little stickly little figured legs to the other table, it was just nothing but joy in my heart, low-key. So yeah, I want her to be humbled, and that may be in the form of being deported and possibly going down for her baby father's, okay, demise, okay? And it would be quite funny, and this may be a reach, right? But it would be quite funny if Anya, not saying necessarily testifies, because she doesn't really know that her mom is, the cause of that. But it would be interesting if Anya's in the play, in the mix with sending her mom, sending her mom to sell Block D. But y'all, that's kind of just off the top of my head ridiculousness as always. So I don't know, but I just wanted to get Noma out of the way. What's up, Anthony Rogers? What's up, Detroit Kings? Thank you for coming through. Hey, HEA. Thank y'all for coming through. So now that we do have Kane on the screen, let's get into Kane. Let me start off by saying I feel sorry for all of the Tejada kids, okay? They really showed us this season that these kids did not stand a chance whatsoever, okay? I'm sympathetic to them, and I actually want them to win a little more. I don't want to say a little more than Tariq, but see, with Tariq, I don't feel sympathy for him because we already seen his background, okay? He grew up in a deluxe apartment in the Sky High. He was given definitely very much the child of George and Wheezy, okay? So I don't feel sorry to Tariq. He chose this life. These kids did not choose their life. They just pretty much had to deal, with Monet and what she wanted for them, right? So I just want to preface anything I say regarding these Tejada kids by saying I feel very much sorry for them. Sorry, PG does have a whore. She has a whore. Okay, so let's start off with Kane, right? What I want for Kane and what I want to see in the next 5 episodes. One, I want him to get over this obsession with Tariq and playing the blame game. I cannot deal with it. I don't know what it is about Kane, but I'm tired of him blaming Tariq for everything. I think he needs to shift his blame from Tariq to his mother, Monet. Maybe we will get to a point where he holds his mother accountable. I think that we did see him hold her accountable when it came to Poppy, right? But I want him to really understand, like, his mother is the cause for everything. So once he gets over Tariq, I think I will feel better about Kane. Even though I do like Kane as a character. He's probably like top 3 in my book, in terms of Power Book 2. So I need him to get over Tariq. And then secondly, I need him to get over the fact he's having a thing where he needs to prove, or he feels the desire to prove himself and others that he can truly be the boss, right? Because with the dialogue with Drew when they were outside at the most horrible stash spot possible, he stated he wanted to prove to Poppy that he could hold the family down, right? But I want Kane to really understand that he's not ready to be a boss. Like, Kane has decent qualities. And I think there's room to grow. Like, I love seeing him in the at the banquet with the suit, able to kind of make small talk and kind of swindle his way into conversations. I love that. We saw Becca. I do feel like he's learned a lot from Monet, good and bad. I feel that he's also able to see the duality of being able to have a legit persona and being in illegal fields, i.e. like with Tariq. I always felt that Kane admired Tariq on some level, right? Even though, like, I feel there's a little bit of jealousy. But I do feel like that comes for admiration a little bit as well. And I kind of feel sorry for Kane because we know Kane did not stand a chance. We don't know if Kane wanted to be like a Tariq, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be a regular kid who just chooses to sell drugs on the side, okay? But I just want Kane to realize, like, it's okay. You don't have to be a boss. He needs to cultivate the qualities first, right? Because as we all know, we've all had 9 to 5 jobs, and we all understand, like, it takes a specific personality trait to be in management, to be a supervisor. You can always have someone that had that role, but that role isn't necessarily fit for them, right? So I just need Kane to just learn a little more, and maybe we'll see him learn by being so close to Noma, even though Noma really isn't the best illustration of a boss to me. But I just need him to really just be okay with being either a number 2 or understanding that he needs more room to grow instead of just trying to be a boss immediately, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kane link up with another person or have some sort of partnership with someone who he can trust to help lead him, and accept the either sharing of a leadership role or accept the fact that, you know, he can possibly be a leader, but just not right now. Okay, Kane, not right now. Hey Steven, thank you for coming through. What's up, Deborah? But yes, I just want Kane just to hold his horses, you know, giddy up, but not just right now, sir. Because honestly, I can't really see Kane doing anything else but selling that work. So we may leave this series of him just doing that, selling that work, not necessarily going to prison, not necessarily being deleted, which I do feel though those are viable options. I don't see prison for Kane. I either feel we're gonna leave off and kind of like a to be continued in him in a midst of gaining either an empire or gaining a partnership to run an empire, or possibly being deleted. The fact that we have static with Zion now, that scares me to think that he's on a possible chopping block. So I don't know, but I like Kane as a character. I wish we can see more of him possibly having another option like his siblings, but he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's either being deleted by Zion, or um just selling that work. Now, sorry for me kind of stumbling a little bit, because I just thought about the little corner boy that he was questioning, right? I don't recall that they deleted said corner boy. So what if we have a situation when the corner boy, and I can't remember his name, I'm sorry, I'm sure DeMarcus can uh, remind me, but his name is not in my, not at the top of my head right now. But suppose he points Kane out, like, yo, I told Kane that you had a shipment coming. You know what I'm saying? Even though old boy was like, I got a family and a daughter to raise, and he knows that snitching will get his life murked. But I don't know. I'm literally scared for Kane right now, because of this static with Zion, right? But we're gonna have to see. I really just want Kane to just lean in and humble himself. Okay, because we see some cockiness. You know, he won this fight. He keep talking about clout between his family and his family's name. Yeah, I don't know. I can go on a whole nother rant about the Tejada family name, but I'm going to save us 20 minutes right now and decide to move on. Thank you, DeMarcus. Yes, Bird. Thank you so much. Bird did sing, right? They was not making a mistake regarding this character's name. So let's move on to the next Tejada. Okay, Drewski over here. Laura, what can we say about Drew? A lot, right? One thing Drew has been on, he's been standing on business. Okay, he's sitting down on this picture, but he's been standing on business since episode 1, right? Even though it seems like he's softening up to his mother a little bit in terms of this is weird, right? Because it seems that as though he wants her to just be held or to hold herself accountable for all the mistakes that she's made. Um, which will allow him to be open to being a quote unquote family again. But I don't see that happening. So my want for Drew, honestly, is for him to actually leave the game and pursue his adventures of being an artiste. Okay, he want to be over there, will be a little Bob Ross or whoever the hell he trying to be. I want that for Drew, right? Because again, like I said earlier, I have sympathy for all the Tejada kids, but a big part of me is like, I think the reality of his character, he may actually be murked, okay, deleted. Because one thing that really sticks out to me is the conversation he had with Monet. And he says, all right, Monet, I'm one and done. Okay, we just gonna hit this one lick and I'm gonna be done. And we already know history has shown itself, it has illustrated to us when somebody say they one and done, they literally are one and done because they out of here within like 5 minutes. Okay, we always see in movies, you know, they hit that one last lick, they rob that one last bank. They, you know, it's always that one last thing, right? And what also came into my mind, we saw the flashback of him and Monet when he saved his mom life, right? So how poetic would be that he would be deleted as a result of saving his mom this one last time, right? Because we saw him save his mom life when he was a teenager. And in theory, and technically, he's kind of saving her by getting this work. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like that may be kind of a poetic thing, like a true tragedy that Drew would end up being out of here because he wanted to help his mom one last time, even though he is technically also helping himself because he wants to use this money as a startup for his new life. You know, he wanted an apartment and some paintbrushes and shit. But I do feel like Drew may be out of here. And just the mere fact that we saw this man at the art gallery and the woman stated, you know, we do display artwork, you know, a couple times a year. You know, we'll come back to you if, you know, you are ready and the time is right. So like I said a couple weeks ago, I do feel like we may have a situation where he's going to be finished with this one last piece of art. The woman who owns or works at the art gallery contacts, you know, the Tejada family, and then we have his one little last piece of art displayed, right? Because he wasn't able to see his art displayed in high school. Monet denied him of that, right? So how fitting it would be that he is memorialized in the way where he finally gets his art displayed. No, he won't be able to see it technically because he's going to be in the upper room. But, you know, I do feel like that would kind of be a poetic way for him for his story to end. Even though I kind of like Drew on some level, he does get on my goddamn nerves, I must say. But that's kind of how I feel is going to happen when it comes to his story. Let me see what y'all talking about before I move on. Hey, Voice of Reason, you said Drew will cause some issues before being taken out. Possibly. I mean, he's already kind of caused the issue stealing Noma's work. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And I don't know why, now that I just said that, suppose we have a situation. I won't be surprised if Noma contacts Don Carter and Don Carter kind of snitches on the Tejada family low key. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know if there's ever been a scene with Don Carter and Noma in a scene. But ever since, I believe, episode 1 or maybe 2, when she displayed Detective Carter on the screen and she mentioned like, hey, you know, he helped us open up another avenue stream by locking up the people who was responsible for bringing the drugs for the Russians, right? So I always saw them in a scene together. For some reason, I feel Noma is going to find out, of course, about her lost shipment. Of course, it doesn't take rocket science to realize, oh, this is Drew's old route. But I wouldn't be surprised that Don Carter, I feel like he's going to be more of a problem, honestly, for the Tejada family than necessarily Tariq. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. What's up, David Williams? Thank you for coming through. But yeah, I hope I said what I meant to say, because I feel like I just went off a whole left. Yes, boy, from Voice of Reason. Yes, you said Drew will cause some sort of issue to be taken out. Yeah. But yeah, let me see what else y'all talking about up in here. Dexter, what's up? You said the Tajadas need therapy even more than the Thomas family need therapy. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. What's up, Ronald Cameron? You said Kane's plot armor is crazy. Yeah, I still do not like the fact that he won that fight with Zion. I would have preferred either more of a tie where they was like, okay, this is a real bad bloodbath, and we got to separate y'all before somebody gets deleted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have preferred that than anything. And just bringing in the brass knuckles, that was just so weak to me. I hated that moment. I really did. What's up, Miss Doggone to you, or Miss Dugan to you? I'm sorry if I messed it up. I'm not the best with these tag names, so I apologize. You said great commentary. Hey, y'all, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, I was reading Miss Kira's comment at the same time. You said I prefer the latter as well. Yeah. DeMarcus, you said Tariq is a great leader, however, failed at 3 businesses. That happens sometimes. That's, sometimes it's not always the leader. It's sometimes is the business and the circumstance, right? But yeah, that's a whole nother rant. I refuse to go on when it comes to Tariq. What's up, that guy 2020? You said Dugan. Okay. Thank you so much for clarifying. I appreciate you. Monica M, you said that fight was unbelievable. Yes. That was just, it was cringy, for lack of a better word, right? So let's move on to the last Tejada kid. Okay, we have Miss Diana here. Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, let me just talk about what I want, because I'm kind of doing what I want for the character versus their reality. And I'm saying, of course, reality, and I'm having air quotes because this is TV, right? But I really want her to finish school. I don't want her to the continuation of this procreation that has happened, okay? And I am a your choice, your body gal, okay? Whatever you want to do with your body, girl, have at it. Depending on the possible father, I do feel like the father could or should have input, or you at least have the conversation with the father, as she has, right? So she was very transparent on her decisions or her contemplating her decision. So I appreciate that, right? But I don't want her to move forward with having this child, you guys, because she is not ready. She's not ready at all. Like, I just even the thought of Monet being a grandmother, it just makes me want to chuck up the deuces and vomit. Like, I cannot, like, no, we cannot do that. So because I do feel technically Diana has no bodies, right? So I feel like there is a period of redemption for her, because she has not committed no true crime per se, even though she's guilty of a lot of ish, mainly being too damn nosy and running her damn mouth too much. Okay. But I want to see a happy ending with her. I do, right? But what I feel that may possibly happen, I don't know, and I could be reaching, and I don't have too much evidence to go off of this. So just know I'm just blabbing my mouth per what I feel in my brain, right? But I feel like if she does decide to have this baby, the truth will be revealed that this is Salim's baby, because I still don't believe this is Tariq's baby, y'all. And if I'm wrong, that's fine. I'm not too invested in this pregnancy debacle, but I really feel like it's Salim's baby, and some type of way we find out it's Salim's baby. I don't know. And this is the thing. I don't know if there's going to be any time jump between episode 6 and 10. And from my understanding, you cannot necessarily do a DNA until the baby is born, right? I don't know how many months Diana is, but I just need for it to flush out that Salim is the baby. His adoptive parents find out and decide to take in Diana and this baby, and Diana lived happily ever after with these rich Caucasian people. Far, far away from anybody else, and it's a hotter bloodline. That's what I want. If she decides to have this baby, and I will want to be possibly her reality. Because honestly, unless she gets scholarships, I don't see no other way of her being able to afford Stansfield. Now she could apply to ICDC college. Okay, she can afford that. But yeah, that's all, folks. Like, I don't know what else. I don't know what else Diana could do. She could go ahead and apply for Forever 21, or the best retail shop you can think of, maybe a Zara or something, and live a normal life. But the way inflation is in New York City, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if something happens to Monet, she'll be able to inherit the home and either stay in the home and live rent free, which helps, right? Or she can sell the home and use that to fund her education or her future life. I don't know. But I do want Diana to kind of make it out unscathed, in a sense, okay? In a sense. Deborah, yes, you said majority of women aren't ready for a child. That is correct. But if we had to look at Diana in her life right now, most women aren't dealing with a mother who had them bagging up work before second grade. I will hope majority of the mothers don't have their kids out here with the cocaine on the table. I'm just saying, okay? So I'm just saying, for Diana purposes, this is a unique situation. She is not ready for nobody's baby, okay? All right. Detroit Kings, you said PG. Word on the street is Diana baby shower in September 6th. I already told you I'm getting her Uber Eats or DoorDash gift card because she don't ever get to eat at her mama house, okay? So the best way for her to digest the meal is to have it delivered, because I don't know whatever mojo they got going on over there, the Tejada household, whatever Monet, whatever she whips up in that kitchen, it don't ever get eaten. So maybe if somebody at the restaurant cook it and bring it over to the house, maybe Diana get to feed herself. So that's what she getting from me. You not getting no baby items, because y'all already got the Gucci baby store on lock, okay? Because they gonna look at me and they be like, what is this Gap Kids onesie? We don't wear Gap. And I'm gonna be looking at them like, this is what I can afford. I'm sorry, I'm not getting no Gucci onesie. I'm sorry. Monet, y'all figure that out, because this is within my budget. Because I could go over there and get Oshkosh Bagosh, or go to Walmart, or go to Target, which all of those places are fine. But at least I leveled up just a little bit by going to Gap. So for them to not disrespect me and us not getting no argument, I'm just going to get her an Uber Eats gift card. And she should be happy with that. Okay? Okay. Detroit, what you bringing? You talking about this baby shower. What are you bringing? Let me know, okay? Steven, you said Diana's not built like that. Effie constantly plays her, and Tasha has no reason to do that. Oh, Lord Jesus, yes. Ronald Cameron, you said Diana did cook dinner once, and Kane said the greens needed more seasoning. See, and that is bad, right? Because what we do know, and I hate to play off stereotypes, but from my experience with dealing with anyone in the Latin persuasion, they gonna have that sazon. Okay, they gonna have them seasonings on deck. For Diana to not really put them a seasoning on them greens, that is hella disrespectful for her culture. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what we not gonna do. That's what we unless Monet was over there too busy having her clean guns versus going grocery shopping. Now that's a little different. She was able to just use whatever she had in that pantry. But yeah, or Kane just may have a different set of taste buds. You know what I'm saying? I already told you. I feel like Kane was over there taking bumps when he was in third grade at that table, whipping up that work. So maybe his chemistry built a little different, okay, than the rest of the family. Miss Kira, you said Uncle Detroit bring him some diapers, wipes, and formula. Them diapers always gonna come in clutch, okay? Oh Lord, I can't even. I don't even want to think about what diapers cost right now. Jesus Christ. All right, so let's move on, right, to the last Tejada. Okay, let's talk about Monet. My only desire for Monet is to realize she needs to hang it the F up, okay? Selling drugs is not for you, boo. Please go apply to be somebody's stylist. I don't know who, the likes of Sexy Red or whatever your next, hood rich, chick that's out there on the street. But Monet, selling the drugs is not for you. And this is the annoying part. You already lost one son. So for me to think and possibly hope that if you were to lose another child, you would decide to retire, that hope is gone, right? Because you already lost one. You just lost one. Like, I just feel like if you lose two, you still gonna be wanting to do what you want to do, boo. So I still want to just wish that she would just decide to take her talent somewhere else. But this is not it. Like, are you not tired, Monet? I know this is all you know. I get it. But honestly, with every drug dealer, you can apply all of those skills to another business. Because in order to be a successful drug dealer, you have to know customer service, you have to know negotiation, you have to know math, you have to know logistics. There are so many things you have to understand to be qualified as a successful drug lord or drug entrepreneur, Negro. You can apply those same rules to something legal, Monet. Please, please, please. I don't know what you need to do, but by episode 10, I need you to realize the game is not for you. You are not playing the game well. The only game you need to be playing is Uno, Spades, Yahtzee, Clue, Scrabble, Blackjack, poker, like bowling. I don't care what game. You can even go ahead and shoot some free throws with Steph Curry, girl, but I don't care. Leave this game alone. I'm tired. What's up, Devifa? I feel like I'm messing that up too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just please don't charge it to my heart. Just my brain. Okay. What's up, Brillo? Thank you for coming through. What did you say? You said Trap Queen saying too much allegedly. You need those attributes. Dexter, you asked, what would Monet do if she got out the business? She can hone in. She has a whole bar. Granted, the bar is kind of small, but you can still make a decent living at that bar. And if you want to have a back door and have some bundles hanging and sell bundles on the side, fine, have at it. but you got a whole bar that you are not utilizing, ma'am. Yes, I understand it's supposed to be a front. You want to launder money. I don't care. But go ahead. If you want to launder money, go ahead and launder some clothes. Open up a laundromat like James St. Patrick or something. But ma'am, this ain't it. You open up an Instagram boutique for the girls. Like, I don't care what it is. Just leave the drugs alone because I am tired. You could just say David. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. I appreciate it. But yes, I just want Monet to just retire from this game, right? But in terms of her possible reality, I possibly see her going to Cell Block D. I don't know why. I don't trust Carter. I can still see Carter trying to frame her or something, or possibly something old can resurface. I don't know, something like a Carrie's death, or I don't know why. The guy that she murked because she thought he stole the $1 million that Diana actually took to bail Poppy out. Like, I don't know why. Well, not technically bail him out. It was for Davis. I don't know. I just feel like we don't know. Anything's limited. Anything's the limit, right? I mean, we saw Maria Suarez pop up from season 1, episode 1, and had to deal with her in season 6 in OG Power. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they throw just the most random thing to get Monet out of here. I do want it to make sense though. So I don't know. Monet could go to prison. I don't really see death for her. I don't know. We just seen her get shot already. I don't know. I honestly don't care too much about her in game. I just want her to get out the game, honestly. That's all, folks. Okay. Dexter, you said Monet can't open a thrift store and sell those outfits. That is facts. DeMarcus, I disagree. You said Monet can turn her bar into a restaurant. I merely disagree because studies suggest when Monet is around food, people ain't going to get to eat. They're not going to get to eat. I don't know. Yes, we only see her with the food in her house, but I don't want that bad mojo transferring to nobody's restaurant in some type of way. The spirits don't align and people don't get to eat. So I don't know. Monet and food, I don't want them to mix. I don't want them to mix. Okay. Support Gaming 2024 was up. You said Monet should go to prison. I mean, that ain't a bad idea. You agree, Steven? Yeah, that ain't a bad idea. And I do think that's the most viable option right now, right? Because if you think of all the damage she's done, yes, she got to pay for her sins on some level. Yeah, so I won't be mad at that, honestly. Because I did think about it, and I don't think I would be upset with her going to prison at all. DeMarcus, you got some things to say. You said Noma will go to prison for the death of Noma, Whitman, Carrie, and Mecca. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, not necessarily Noma. Not saying it's not an option, but I was always just having a thought that her past crimes is going to come back to bite her in the lace front. Mm-hmm. I do. Okay. Monica M, you said in reality they should all go to prison. No one is legit. That is correct. The only innocent person in this show is Yaz, and we have yet to see Yaz this season. I just pray for her and the fact that she may be over there with Big Mama. I just hope Big Mama is not still drinking on that box of wine. Okay. So let's move on to Detective Carter. Even though he's new, I still feel he's going to play a pivotal piece in the end result of most of these characters, if not all. Not going to say much on him because he's kind of a wild card. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with him, if they're going to humble him or if they're going to keep him doing what he's doing. And let me just say this. I really have taken some thought. I'm really not too upset with his methods. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's wrong in theory what he's doing, and I'm more upset about the percentage he's charging everybody, because 35%, that is definitely too much, sir. But if he feels this is the safest way to get the job done, to keep innocent people alive, I ain't too mad at it. Like, it's given, when I think about this, I think about examples like Amsterdam and The Wire, right? The non-conventional ways we try to clean up our community and keep people safe while still letting the criminals do what they do, because they're not going to stop doing what they do, right? So I'm just going to say I'm not too mad at what he's doing. But I must say, if he does something to Kamal and causes Kamal to clock out earlier than what is intended, then I'm going to want justice. Because Kamal just over there, a good black man, okay, just trying to go ahead and just do his job. So if he hurts Kamal in any way, I'm going to take it personally, and then I'm going to want justice on him. Other than that, I honestly don't care too much of what Carter is doing. I'm going to just take that back just a little bit, because a part of me still wants Tariq to win. So I'm just going to include the fact that if he does something, if he does something to kind of cause something to go awry with Tariq, I may feel away. I'm not quite sure, because Tariq, he's frustrating me at this point. Thank you so much, Brillo, for that super chat. You said, for Effie, your little sister, let's get her to Stansfield because they're not giving her any story. Yeah, she gonna need this $5 to get her, a chalupa or something, because yeah, we gonna need to get these funds up. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Voice of Reason, you say he about that money. Yeah, he's about that money, but I do feel like for him, the money helps him has this plan, right? Because he needs to pay his people, and I think he's using this money for victims as well. But the fact that we've seen this man and he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I truly do feel like he feels that he's doing the best he can to have some sort of justice out here in these streets. If this story is true about his wife getting gunned down by some dealers, I don't know why. When I heard that story, I always felt like he had something to do with it. Because I don't know. It just seemed too close to home. Like, I just feel like it's possibly something that he did that caused her demise on some level, right? Because if you're doing this, if you're extorting these dealers, I don't know how long he's been doing it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's too much of a coinky dink that your wife is a direct casualty of a crime as such. Like, I don't know. I could be reaching, but it's giving weird. It's giving very much weird and too much of a coinky dink. Okay. Monica M, that is true. You said if you're a crooked cop, you are no better than the criminal. That is definitely facts. Voice of Reason, you said that would happen with Tate. Yeah. I want to see Rashad's hate. Like, I don't know. I just want to see him, because I hate when we keep bringing up characters and we don't see them. I mean, maybe the budget wasn't budgeting. But I do expect to still see Rashad Tate. Like, I'm still waiting for him to have that political ass speech at Kamal's funeral. Like, I don't know why I see that. I don't know why I see that, but I just do. I could be completely wrong, but it is what it is. Steven, you said they wrote themselves into a corner. Zion and Kane shouldn't have fought. Hold up. Corner Zion and Kane shouldn't have fought. Ben couldn't lose. Both look worse afterwards. Zion looked like a B, and Kane did all that just for Noma to F method 3 hours later. Yeah, I think it was an hour later, honestly. But that is true. Brillo, you say yes, PG. Embrace the part that you want Tariq to win. I've always wanted Tariq to win, which is crazy to me because he got on my damn nerves 5 years ago. But still want him to win, but I guess it's a low-key bias that I have towards him. And we do have that as fans and viewers, right? But at the end of the day, if we look at the optics and take our emotions out of it, Tariq has done way too much for him to really truly come out unscathed. Like, I don't even know what the body count number is at this point, but I'm sure it's longer than a CVS receipt. Like, Tariq, he just be murking people. He done stole from his friends in high school. He was doing hood rat-ish with Kanan. Like, he's done a lot. But it still baffles me that the writers have put me in a position where I still want him to win. Like, make it make sense. I guess that's a testament to the writing. I have no other thing to blame, okay? And the fact that PG has a fort, okay? Jacoby, what's up? Thank you for coming through. Thank you so much for the super sticker. You said Carter actions got his wife killed. Yeah, I believe that too. I definitely believe that too. Mm-hmm. Will we see Paz again? Paz? I'm sorry. I don't know if we'll see her again. Because I got a feeling because we ain't heard from her. So I wouldn't be surprised she knock on this man's door. Like, all right, can we give me an update, sir? What's going on with Junior? Like, what it is? We already know Paz. We are not too far from seeing them veins popping out her head and neck, asking about the investigation on her son. Because one thing she can do is aggravate the hell out of us. And Monica M., you right. I don't want to see Paz no more than you do, but I still think about her because that's how we were introduced to Carter. Unfortunately. Jacoby, you said when you the star, it's easier to win the audience heart. That is facts because Ghost was trash in a lot of ways, low key, and we love that man. Well, I would say a lot of us did. Okay, I don't want to speak for everybody. Okay, so Detective Carter, yeah, I only want justice or something to go awry with him if he hurts Kamal. Okay, and that would be funny, right? Like, not haha funny, but it would be interesting if he were to die because he killed an innocent, right? Which is Kamal, because that's his main rule, right? Oh, we can let you sell these drugs, but once you kill an innocent, we will kill you or you'll go to prison. So that would be an interesting twist if he were to actually die or go to prison per his very own rules, right? That would be interesting, right, y'all? Let me know what y'all think about that. And let me know, make sure y'all like this video. Like, what we doing here? So let's go to Brayden, okay? And if Brillo's still in the building, he coined this young man the Silver Spoon Goon. I prefer to him as the Fork Dork, but I don't dislike Brayden. I don't dislike him, even though he gets on my ever-loving nerve because he just runs his mouth. He's running low-key neck and neck with Diana in terms of the running your damn mouth award. Like, they are both in the running to me. But truly, what I want for Brayden, I want him to get out of the game and just lean into real estate or something that, explores entrepreneurship. Just put on your suit and tie, get Justin Timberlake with it. Like, just leave the game alone, right? Because he's already lost so much. He really truly ain't about that life. Like Miss K will always say, he's an adrenaline junkie, right? He just loves, at the beginning, he loved doing hood rat-ish with Kane. So I do feel like his story may still possibly end well, but I'm a little nervous because now we done introduced Booger Sugar into the picture. So I don't know. Will he lean into his full Tommy? I don't know if I want that. I still think it's time and it's still early enough for Brayden to use all his skills that he typically used to cultivate these businesses. We had No Cap Off Rap, we had No Lie, we also had Course Correct. There's so many ideas between him and Tariq. Like, I feel like he can apply those same tools to legitimate business, as I was telling about Monet. So I do want him to get out the game and just realize, you know what, Tariq, I love you, but I'm Audi 5,000, okay? But in terms of what may actually happen to his character, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I do kind of want it to end well. I do still see positivity on some level. Yeah, he's the white Tariq. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. Yes, Tiny Tommy. Thank you so much for the super sticker, DeMarcus. I appreciate you. Jacoby, you said one prediction: Tariq is going to make a play on Zion to get back good with Noma. Monet already don't like Noma, so she's gonna probably take her out. Tariq going to basically take over her operation. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that was possibly his motive to either, at bare minimum, take her out, but it would be a plus and a real good goal to take over his business, because he wants to be the apex predator, right? And to be on top, you have to have a large operation. What does Noma have? A large operation. She's an international guns and arms dealer, right? So, of course, Tariq, his inflated sense of self, he feels he can fill those shoes. So that would be the perfect just setting for him in his eyes. And his eyes is not on the sparrow, okay? And the Lord is not watching over him, because the Lord is tired just like me, Tariq. We're going to get into him in a minute. Before we do, we got two more people I want to talk about real quick, right? And y'all already know the way I feel about this character. Miss Effie Morales. And most of y'all don't F with Effie, and that is okay with me. And I'm surprised, because I typically don't like these type of characters. But I don't know, just something about Effie just intrigues me. Like I've mentioned before, I just love the fact that she's such a chameleonaire. She could be a roundaway girl. She could be a preppy school girl. She could be a bougie girl. She could be a cute school girl. Like, she could be the drug dealer girl. Like, she is so complex and mysterious to me, and I love it. She gives me the same ingredients as like a ghost, as like a rock per se. So I really like this character because I feel like truly she's that girl. Yeah, she has made decisions that are snaky, but if we look at the essence of the game, that is the game, and that is the game in which Tariq decided to place himself within. So when you do that, you have to be open to any type of situation, and I have to hold Tariq accountable, because what do they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me thrice. Whatever. Okay. So let me just say, and this could be pure bias, okay? But I will still want Effie to win and live a good life. Okay? I do believe the story that she was, harmed as a child. She comes from a horrible parent. But I still feel like she is deserving of a life somewhat, right? Because she hasn't committed like the ultimate crimes for me, right? Enough to be like, oh, she got to go to prison, or she got to be deleted, I do feel like she should be able to go to California, go to Stansfield, and, work on these AI projects, okay? Now, one thing that's kind of intriguing me is the fact that she had an interview and said her mom is appearing, which would typically make me nervous, right? But I still don't see death. But also, one thing that throws a monkey wrench in plans for me is the fact that she has ties to these Russians. I don't know how that's going to come into play, but I still think about that. But I also thought her mom appearing maybe just a way to provide more background and insight to her character, and a way to possibly kind of wrap up, because she's so mysterious and we don't know much about her, and she's been in our face for several years at this point. But I also think her mom appearing may be like an intro to a possible spinoff, and maybe her mom will be a part of it. Because we know Courtney Kemp, she has favorite characters, and Effie is one of them, right? So I don't know. Like, I'm still not sure. I just don't see her being deleted. I don't see her going to prison. I really don't. I feel like she's crafty enough to kind of weasel out any situation that may cause those two options. Even though we did see her get locked up and Tariq helped, right? But she kind of chose not to snitch, and that could have got her out, or at least a short amount of jail time. So I don't know. I still want her to live a good life. I'm sorry. But yeah. DeMarcus said Effie is no rock has bodies. I don't know why that's always a determining factor into the quality of a character, but I'm saying, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like Effie still should be able to live a good life, because she has not committed the ultimate crime. And I feel like the ultimate crime is murking someone. So I feel like they still have redemption available. You know what I'm saying? That's still an option that I can be okay with, you know? So yeah. Support gaming. You said Effie should go to that school and leave this show. DeMarcus said they are humanizing Effie if we meet her mom. Yeah, and this is weird because we're seeing less and less of her. From my understanding, we saw one scene in the past 2 episodes, right? Episode 4 and 5, we saw her in one scene in each show. Each episode. I'm not sure what that means. I'm really not. What's up, Herb? What's up? You said yes, Effie, my girl. Okay, we got somebody on Team Effie finally. Okay, finally. It's hard out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. Okay. He said, keep Effie on the show, please. Yes. What's up, young champ? What's up? How you doing? Support gaming. You said DeMarcus, you said they are humanizing Effie if we meet her. I'm sorry, I said that already. I meant to read Monica M's comment. She said, at least Brayden has a body. Effie has nothing but talk. No Effie spinoff. But that's what I'm saying. Like, having a body is not important to me, honestly. That's not like a deal breaker on how I feel, how rough and tough and her Afro puff she is. Like, I don't care if Effie don't have no bodies or not. I care more about the fact that she tried, she failed, but at least she had the guts to even try, only because, Jim Bob was over there walking Sparky at 2 a.m. That's the only way, the only reason why she wasn't successful. Okay. Steven, you said they are getting back together. They are meant to be together. Effie has been helping him the whole time, and she's going to risk her life to save them. They will go back good to meet Effie there. Child. And when you said that, I immediately thought of Ghost and Angie and Angie saving Ghost's life. Just for Ghost to get murked by his son weeks later. I'm sorry, that is hilarious to me. Not funny because if y'all know, I'm starting back my OG Power reviews next week. I was gonna try to do it this Wednesday, but I'm gonna have a busy work week and I'm gonna just have to wait till next week. But please join me on Wednesday at 8:15. Next Wednesday. That's the day I do my OG Power reviews, and we're starting at season 6, episode 1, and this is off the heels of, well, this is when we find out that Angie has left the building. Okay. So please join me if y'all are available, or at least watch the replay. David, you said what body that Brayden got. They're counting his uncle. And that's up for debate. He merely just kind of used 2 fingertips and, the wind to really help the situation. But I'm going to give Brayden a half a body for that. Okay. Detroit, you said, come on, PG, you making excuses for Effie. She's a wankster, like DeMarcus said. I just don't feel like having a body makes somebody a gangster. I mean, that helps the persona, right? But it's all about the mentality. But hey, I'm not gonna be there all day arguing with y'all about no damn Effie, okay? What's up, Shayna? Thank you for coming through, boo. I know Cameron, you said I'm not an Effie fan, but I do see her surviving the season. There's still a lot they can do with her spinoff. And a spinoff, thank you. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not really asking for an Effie spinoff, but I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to go with this character, because I do think it is an interesting decision to have her so heavily in the beginning, the first 3 episodes, but the last 2 that we've seen, not so much, right? But whatever. Jacoby said I sound biased, but it's good though. If I do, it is what it is. I kind of don't care. We all have our biases, right? But I still stand on the belief that I don't feel you have to be gangster, because I don't feel like you have to murk somebody in order to be considered gangster, right? That's how I feel. Y'all can feel different. But let's move on, you guys, because I did not intend for this to be this long. Okay. Let's just touch on Davis right quickly before we get into Tariq. What I want for Davis, honestly, I want him to continue law and continue slanging that peen. If he want to, just be safe about it. When he gets officially divorced. But no, I really like Davis. But it's giving Proctor a little bit. It's giving Proctor, because he's intertwined himself so much into Tariq and Noma's business. It's getting quite dangerous, right? And now that he's just not in Noma's business, he's in her vajayjay. And that's particularly more dangerous, if you ask me, right? I don't know why. I still feel like he may be deleted. Number one, because of the dialogue between him and Noma when Noma snuck in his house and she told him, hey, the fact that he chose not to kind of give Tariq up, she mentioned like, hey, I hope this is not the decision that you would regret. And he said he don't do regrets. That's one, right? 2, he's kind of in dangerous territory because he's helping Tariq. He's in business with Tariq, and he's sleeping with Noma, and i.e. helping her, right? And he has a plan with Tariq, in my eyes, to get Noma out of here, right? So that's kind of dangerous. And then I don't see anything else going for his character, even though the show is pretty much ending. I don't know. I don't want him to die, though. I don't want him to die. Let's be clear. But it's getting quite dangerous. And like I said, I always have this like Harlem Nights type of ending for him, where he over there in bed with Noma, and she got a little blicky, a little pow under the pillow. And, at this point, she has found out that he's over there working with Tariq, and she decides to murk him in bed. Or if Kane, comes into the equation and he murks him, right? I don't know. I'm a little nervous for Davis, but like I said, it's giving Proctor, okay? Support Gaming, you said Proctor was a snitch, so you saying Davis was on her informant. No, I'm talking about giving Proctor, meaning the quote-unquote dirty lawyer gets too involved in his client's business, and that sets up his ultimate demise. That's kind of what I'm referring to when I'm equating Davis and Proctor, not necessarily him turning informant. But thank you for asking that question. Allow me to clarify what I am saying. Hey, Baltimore, how you doing? You say he playing here. Miss Talkbox, I'm seeing some new names, so please, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you like what you're experiencing here, okay? But Miss Talkbox said Davis going to be the one to get Noma and Tariq to have a talk. Ooh, that's good. That would be cute. That would be cute, right? Because if we see Davis, he was slanging, so in the midst of passion, after a little pillow talk, I can see Noma being a little, gaze. He'd be like, sure, Bootski, whatever you want. I'll talk to Ricky Reek. I mean, I won't be surprised. That's cute. That's cute. What's up, Sarah Slater? You said, I love how hard Effie goes. She's a beast. Thank you. We got a little bit team Effie going on up in here. Bobby Bolton, you said, I don't believe Davis will be a snitch. He didn't even give Tariq for 100K. Yes, that is facts. I mean, we know 100K was way too low. Like Noma was definitely lowballing Davis. Okay, if she did her research, she would know she would need to come up in that apartment with no less than a $500,000 for Davis. Okay. Miss Talkbox, she said, sorry, I was going to watch when you first started out, but I forgot you was going live. Plus, I'm at work. Oh, no problem. Thank you even for tuning in. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day at work. So yes, that's all about Davis. Now, and honestly, even Tariq is the main character. I don't really got too much to say about Tariq, keeping it real, y'all, because Tariq is exhausting the hell out of me, okay? Now, let me just say what I want for Tariq is to realize that being the apex predator is the most unrealistic thing you can possibly ever think of, okay? Like, this would not keep you safe or secure, nor your family. I want Tariq to sit down, take a day off from school and selling that work to realize that in fiction and nonfiction world, this does not happen. We have so many examples going from Scarface to BMF to El Chapo, Griselda Blanco. We can go on and on and on and on and on to have Tariq realize, like, sir, this is not the way to go. Be on top makes you the most vulnerable. Sir, I'm going to give Tariq to episode 7 to realize he's being idiotic. I do feel when he made this whole apex predator monologue that he still has some of that acid, some of that liquor, and some of that weed still in his brain, because there is absolutely positively no way he can truly believe that makes any type of sense. Tariq, I want you to stay in school, get a degree, and I won't even mind Tariq having a 5-year plan. Like, you know what? I'm going to try to sell this work for the next 2 to 5 years, get my money right, and then use this money to fund a legitimate business like his daddy. Right? Even though that's still kind of unrealistic because the block has always been hot for Tariq. But I will respect that than him just solely thinking he's going to be an apex predator. How long does that last? When we see all these documentaries and these stories about these drug dealers on top, their reign does not last too long. I don't even know if there's a drug dealer that's really been out on top of the game for, I mean, we have the likes of BMF, but they pretty much has been in prison the same amount of time that they was out there running things. Like, I don't know. That just still ain't good enough for me, right? I just want him to lean into his entrepreneurship legally, and maybe possibly when he get his life together, link up with RSJ or somebody that got to pull some strings. I don't care. Well, I would say Simon Stern. We ain't seen him in a minute. But, just go ahead and just leave this life alone, Tariq. But I feel like Tariq, there's 4 possible outcomes, right? Now, I said this on Ms. K's channel last week, and I don't know why. I can really see this happening. I can see Tariq being in a position where he has to himself go into WITSEC, because that is the very thing he is rebelling against. He hates not having control over his life. He feels he has to be able to manipulate people and situations to his liking. And what is the very outcome that will deter him or give him I'm sorry, it would just be so ironic that he would just find himself in Witsec. But it would kind of be poetic to me that he will find himself in a normal life, not being able to truly have control over his. And him to spend the rest of his life reflecting on the dumbass decisions he's been deciding to make the past 4 or 5 years and realizing that, hey, I should have just listened to my dad, live in my deluxe apartment in the sky, go to school, stay far away from the drug game, get a great education, and live a normal life. But I don't know because Tariq has a lot going on. But we're going to see. But I do like this little Witsec theory I have. Who knows if that would ever happen, but I still like it. Second option is for the show to end and we have no closure and we still see Tariq over there selling that work and being in the drug game and we just end off like that, or we end in another spinoff. And we would just have to either or make up our own theory of what happens to him. That would suck, but I can see that happening. Option number 3, prison. Cell block D, okay? Or number 4 is being deleted. I don't really like the deleted, even though it would be kind of like his karma, him being deleted. I still don't like it just for my personal viewing preferences, because I have a little bias towards Tariq and I still want him to win on some level. I honestly don't even see prison. That's why I kind of even see him still selling that work, and that's just how it's going to end. And him just being handed a organization, maybe Noma's organization, and we just kind of end there. You know what I'm saying? Or be in a situation where he ends up in Witsec and bumfuck Mississippi and him living a normal life that he hates. It kind of gives me Louis from Snowfall vibes if I think about it, right? She pretty much found herself in a predicament where she was cleaning up horse shit and invading and running away from the popo, which is probably a worse life for her than being deceased. But I don't want to get too far off of Snowfall because I'm starting to think about Franklin and I'm getting upset again. I'm getting upset, guys. But yes, that's pretty much, what I have to say about these characters and, what I want to happen and what possibly happen. So I hope y'all enjoy me running my mouth for 73 minutes. Okay. Let me see what y'all talking about before I get out of here. Jacoby, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all over here blessing your girl. Thank you so much. You said Tariq kind of famous. When you think about it, he's still kind of angry at some point. He will have to do with his dad did unless he just disappeared out the country. Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about Tariq leaving the country. But now that you say that, I don't know why. The fact that Noma has a jet business, things that make you go, Jet business, Noma, Tariq possibly wanting revenge, and Noma to be out of here to possibly replace her. I don't know, y'all. I can see Tariq over there with some tea and crumpets. Over there playing around at the Eiffel Tower. I don't know, y'all. That's kind of cute. But how realistic do y'all want it, right? But because if we get too realistic, we gonna say, dead or in jail, right? And I don't got time. I don't got time for Tariq to be playing the Omari Hardwick situation where he hates the ending of his character, and we see him ranting and raving every time he get interviewed for the next 10 years about the end of his character. Like, I don't have time. Okay, so Tariq, whatever, Michael Rainey, whatever happens to your character, please make peace with it, because I don't have time. Even though I love and respect Omari Hardwick, I do feel like he deserves the flowers. He hasn't probably gotten all of the flowers and all the coin he deserves. And I truly hope this is a plot that 50 Cent has, drummed up to get us with the okie doke, and maybe Ghost is in fact possibly alive. I don't care either way, even though I wouldn't mind seeing Ghost again. But I don't need to see no more resentful people coming from this show. Okay, I'm tired. I was tired. Let me see what y'all talking about. HEA, what's up, boo? You said Tariq and Witsec alone, Tasha will be eliminated. Yeah, I don't see Tariq and Witsec with anybody else if he goes. Because that just makes it too dangerous, right? You think Tasha will be eliminated? Yeah. I decided not to include Tasha in this, but now that you mentioned her, yeah, I still kind of feel she's possibly on a chopping block, because if y'all all know, I don't know if, I've mentioned it here, but I rant more about it on Miss K's channel. Like, the mere fact, and I'm just going to say it again because I don't give a goddamn. The mere fact that Monet has 50-11 cameras at her house, and we have yet to see her check NAF footage of the day she got shot, is still baffling to me. It has been months, and I have not seen anybody say, "Mom, check the footage." I have not seen Monet say, let me check the footage. I don't understand. They made such a big deal of showing us that she has such a large surveillance situation at her home. It's still frustrating that we don't even get one line of dialogue stating or showing Monet discussing the possible footage. Not saying that she will find anything. I feel like she probably would if she paid attention to the footage. But I just feel like they're just being very dismissive of the fact that she has so many cameras. And the fact that in this very season, I saw when they were at the dinner table, I saw the television she had in her kitchen diagonally placed, showing the different angles of the different cameras she has in her house. So it is still actually working. And the mere fact that we watched Diana on Kate Egan's Ring camera, that did not spark any brain cell of Tariq or Monet to say, hey, ring-a-ding-ding, we got cameras. Let's look at our footage to see what possibly happened. Like, I'm sorry y'all for this rant, but it's still aggravating to me. It's still aggravating. Oh my God. They had a whole scheme against Whitman last season discussing these cameras. What are we doing here? All right, I think I'm done with that rant. Jacoby said you should do a live and drop the link and have me come up because I got some things to say. Oh my gosh. I mean, what time is it, child? Jacoby, if you want to come up now, let me know. Because I don't know when I'll do another Power Book 2 live. I mean, technically, I can come next week, but I don't know what I would want to discuss. I mean, there's a bunch to discuss, but let me know real quick. I can drop the link if you want to talk for a couple minutes. Let's see here. Monica M, you said, I'm sick of Omari and his interviews. It's been 4 years. That is facts. Okay, let me get the link. Okay, so Steven, you said, where the confused, she spent the night with Kane who did all that for her and then went home to smash Davis. LOL, exactly what I described in my last comment. Yeah, we mentioned that. And the fact that it wasn't even no surprise, like the Tickle Bitties was out. The baby oil was on. Like she was over there, like Pacquiao ready. Ready when Davis came over. Like, girl, we already know. We already know you was ready. You was ready. The question is Kane gonna find out? And how it, because I don't really think Kane, he's not in love with Noma. He's using her as a means to, get upgraded. Okay, he's giving very much Beyonce and Jay-Z, let me upgrade you. But I think if he finds out about Noma and Davis, he would feel some sort of rejection from Noma, and that may cause him to run. Sorry, that would cause him to run back to his mommy or Effie. We're just gonna have to see about that. But hold on, I got Jacoby on the line, and he got something to say.
Hey, what's up? All
Yes.
right. Um, so I already had told you in the chat what I think is gonna happen and everything, but I think now, um, with the Kane, I think Kane gonna end up helping his mama. They might have like a little flashback or something like that, showing when he was younger, like the relationship between him and Monet, like why he goes so hard behind her, no matter what. I get it, that's his mama, but it's kind of like a weird relationship that they had to a certain extent. So I think she gonna, he gonna end up helping her, like just backing up his mama whenever she make that kill against Noma and everything. Brayden might kill that girl L by accident. I don't know, but I don't see I don't see anything going right with her. And also too to the community, shout out to y'all, and shout out to the TVC. But for the fans, like, can we just start criticizing some of the acting that these people are portraying? Because me personally, I don't I don't feel like we should always just criticize the acting unless it was like the Young Miami situation of BMF. Like that was trash, but everything else is that shit don't seem like it's easy. So I don't know. That's all I got to really pretty much say.
Okay, okay.
And I don't like with
Uh-huh.
Brayden. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. Like part of me feel like they gonna just whack him, or something like that. Like something gonna happen. Like he gonna die and whatnot. And like that's gonna be on Tariq conscious because in the first episode he was saying like he wished that he never got him into this and all this and that. Like Tariq was saying that to Brayden and whatnot. And if Tommy's story continue and Brayden, if Tariq's story continuing like to another show, it's like sometimes the writers they hear what some of the fans say, as far as like the community with the input and everything, but they ain't really been giving everybody what they want. Like, what the hell is Two Bit at? Like, why is he not somebody's soldier? You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all saving him for something bigger, or what? Because it's like he come in, he do a cameo, and then he leave and everything. It's like, damn, like, so why y'all just don't kill him then? If he not gonna become like a certain type of pivotal role and part of the story. So I don't know. Like, I just felt like he could have been that soldier for Tariq. And then I guess on top of that, with the show being 10 episodes and like book two seemed like it's a real fast paced show. So maybe if they had like 12 to 15 episodes or something like that, they'll be able to put the story out there way better than what they already doing. Not saying that they're doing a bad job because they're doing a great job, but I just feel like they could always be more better about it. Because I also watch like these telenovelas, like basically Spanish cartel shows, and they do a lot of episodes in one season. And like the storytelling that they do on it is still good, pretty good to say it's like 80 episodes in one season. So, if Power just had like a couple of more episodes, it could be way better than what it already is.
Yeah, I agree. I do feel like we're being cheated. My wish list was, if I wouldn't mind if they would have did what they did with OG Power in season 6. They gave us 15. Like, at least give us 12. But I feel like the decision to end the show, I don't know how much notice they got, because from my understanding, characters or the actors found out while they were filming this season. Um, so I don't know, but I do agree. 10 episodes is definitely not a lot to wrap up all of this story. So I don't know what we about to get these next 5 episodes, but
And
it's definitely probably going to be a lot.
you right about that. Like they didn't. I saw an interview Michael Rainey did, like on a Forbes interview or some shit on YouTube. He said that they didn't find out until like there was a midway filming the season and everything. And another thing too that kind of got me like with the Brayden thing too is because I like he it's a possible chance he could die. I don't want him to because I feel like Tariq, that need to be his partner in crime if they go to another show. But his family don't got that the legitimate name no more. Like they name tainted real bad. So it would have been different if his family still had their name and he died. Then it could be a real huge impact to the story. But now if he died, it's just like damn, like it's a Western died, but then it's just like that was Tariq partner. Like what I'm saying? It's just he damn near like a regular to a certain
Yeah,
extent. So that's how I was thinking about it. Like after like watching like the episode one and everything, when it first had came out, and then just seeing like what was going on with his family and everything. I'm just like damn, like unless his people still got the connections that they had before, and like if they people still the connections that they had still rock with them, they white, that's privileged. They privileged people, so they probably still, can make certain things shape, and then they could become rich again. But I don't know. It just don't look too good for him, bro. He doing drugs. They was saying that at some point, Tariq, like under the character description, Tariq gonna basically decide like, the throne is only for one person or something like that. And I'm just like, man, like he might damn near kill Brayden himself, but I don't know if he gonna really do it. Like
yeah, I don't know. I Now that you mention it, I forgot briefly about Becca Braden's sister. Like I think last season, I predicted that she would die of an overdose. Now what that would do to Brayden, I feel like it would either clean him up or he gonna go down that dark path. If she in fact does, because they since the one of the first scenes we saw of Brayden at Choate, he mentioned when Tariq he had the pills. He was like, "Oh, I know about these. My sister takes those or used to take those." So they've been threading Becca and her drug use for a while. So I just always felt that they would bring that in and tie that into like a big dramatic thing, possibly in this show. Now that it's ending this season, I don't know if they will go that far, but they did show Becca kind of going through it. So I always felt like that will kind of deter Brayden either one way or another, on how
they
his
need to
story
kill her ass. That would be perfect. Kill him for his development. Cause I don't think they should kill him all. I feel like they're gonna do something else. They need to keep him with Tariq because they're younger, they're the future.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, like they gotta do something with him. Like they gonna put him and Tariq and in the same show. Like they gotta make him like a bigger boss or something because there's running the streets and everything. Like, yeah, you making money, but like, I don't know. Like, I guess since I watched so many of these drug shows and everything, it's just like the power. Like, yeah, they making money, but man, these one minute they like Tommy always has some type of bread stashed away, but it's like it ain't the legitimate money. The Ghost was the one that was having the legitimate, the legal funds and everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
helping things keep things clean and everything. But it's like at some point he gonna get older. He ain't gonna be running around like he used to. And I know these actors they be a certain age and they play like a younger role, like a younger age in their role and everything, stuff like that. But I'm just thinking like as far as the end game, if he won't be in the game, they need to try to at least let him be like a top dog or something, like really covering like how they was doing boroughs, like maybe like covering a one area in the state that they in, and then covering some other shit, like maybe similar to like a BMF type of situation and everything. But it's like he's still like that hamster on the wheel running the same race, and it's just I like him,
Yeah.
I like it. I
Well,
still watch the show, but what is it like? What's the end game? He don't have any kids. Only thing he got to lose is what like love, family, and everything. But after what they did with the D-Max situation, they sent them all to school. He come back like they gonna
Mm-hmm.
use him. Is Tommy gonna mold him to kind of run things or and whatnot or what? So it's a lot of speculations and like things that they can do, but the writers always doing some crazy stuff, and I see like now this season of Ghost they doing like parallels from the original power and everything, the father like son, the Diana being pregnant like how it was with Holly, but now Tariq knowing everything, so it's just like I think Diana done for something gonna happen to her that baby. Episode 6, I just feel like it. She like the girl version of Tariq with Monet. You know how he was with his dad and everything. So that's what I really think. Kind of sort of what it is, but I don't know if she gonna make it just because she didn't expose so much, and it's not really her fault. It is her fault. She do need to take accountability, obviously, but it's really Monet's fault because Monet made her who she was and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah, can I hey
Hey,
PG,
Steven.
I've been supporting you for a while and keeping up with your channel. With Monet character though, you know she been one of the worst characters because I remember when her husband Lorenzo was locked down in season 3 and she done shot up her husband connect and she had done set her own kids up to take they father Lorenzo out. Cause I wish they could have did more with Lorenzo character going into season 4. That's what they should have done, but they killed him out too soon.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because Monet though, it's time for her to go because she has been one of the worst characters on this show because this woman is all for herself.
that is facts. That is
Yeah,
facts.
because she don't care nothing about her kids because and she don't trust them. She don't trust Kane running her drug business operation, and she really don't trust Diana because either much the only person she trusts is Tariq though because he's the only one can give her thoughts because Mary J. Blige, I'm sorry, I'm not Mary J. I mean Monet, she can't even much think straight on her own.
Yeah, I do feel she cares for her kids, but she just loved them strangely and different. She turned her kids into employees very early on. So that's the problem she's dealing with. But she's definitely trash. I think you
Yes, because Mary J. Blige's character should have either much been killed off in season 3 when Tasha either much came and sprayed the car up and it almost took her head off, but she ended up saving Diana. Her character should have just ended right there. Ain't no way Mary J. Blige, the writers shouldn't have been bringing her back to do more storylines with her character because they just should have just put an end to Monet character because they know, and she shouldn't be. And I hated that they brought her back to season 4. They want to can keep on continue building her storyline up with her and her kids, and then and either much this. And at the end, I see her getting taken out because Tasha is gonna be back in time. I don't see her working at that Home Depot place, do at the paint job, but she's gonna end up right back into New York because once Monet find out that Tasha was the one shot her, and Tasha is gonna have hell to pay.
yeah. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. And I'm also nervous. I feel like um Carter knows a lot. And I
Yeah, cause Carter knows about the St. Patrick because he really don't like ghosts.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that was a question I had, I think, last week because I want to know how long Carter has been doing this because even though it's been 10 years of power, this is really only a span of a few years if we think about it. So was he trying to be in cahoots with Ghost and Ghost reneged, or they actually was he getting the cut, or was he not doing this when Ghost was reigning? You know what I'm saying? I just have those questions because he's very familiar with Ghost.
Yeah, yeah, because he has issues with the Hatter family, with the not the Hatter. I mean, he has issues with the Saint Patrick family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do have a question for y'all. You and Jacoby. And Jacoby, you answer first because you did mention this. And this is a sentiment with a lot of people, and Miss Kira kind of hit it on the head too. I'm trying to find her comment. She said, "We do know why Kane goes so hard for Monet because a lot of people, and I think about this as well too, because generally, when you first think about the relationship between Kane and Monet, everybody talks about how weird it is. Even Noma states that. But is it because he just goes so hard, and is it the fact that he goes hard for his mom, or he does not know how to think independently of his mom? Like, is that the true issue that is that the consensus of our issue with Kane and Monet's relationship? Is that he doesn't think for himself when it comes to her, or do y'all feel there's another issue there
Nah,
that should be touched
I
on?
believe that Kane hold her like he got like a tremendous amount of respect for her because last season in season 3 he easily turned on Lorenzo when he found out, that he was involved in the Zeke murder and everything. And then it was like when Monet had came back into the fold to kind of take over, he stood down. So I just felt like since Lorenzo had went to jail at some point, Monet was always the one that was out there. So she was able to mold him how she wanted and everything. And like
Mhm.
um I don't know, I guess that's his mom, like it's just she can manipulate him and do whatever. Like, yeah, he got respect for his dad and everything and the stories that he heard about his dad and whatnot, but I just feel like I don't I don't know, like I just feel like he just holds a tremendous amount of respect for her. Like maybe like they might because they haven't showed any flashbacks of him being older, like how they did with the Drew and then like young Diane and Drew dealing, bagging up the work and everything. So I just feel like he just got a tremendous amount of respect for her, like just because it's his mom and everything, and like it's kind of weird to a certain extent, but I mean I'm pretty sure like because he wanted to be in the game like on a soldier type of time, I'm pretty sure he didn't caught bodies for her like already like multiple bodies for her before, so
Mm-hmm.
and she probably then told him like you gonna take over, but really and truly she wants to be the one that's in control. She just want to sit back while he do the dirty work because that's basically how it was in the beginning when it was introduced in season 1. Yeah, when they go out, she handled the deals with like Rico, like and everything. But whenever she had kicked Kane out the house, and there was like Rico coming down personally to do the drop, she was like, she need, she ain't want Kane there, but Drew was telling her like, we need Kane, and then Kane got roped up by the police and everything. So he was like he like the enforcer, like when that man figure and whatnot. So that's what she basically was just using him for, in my opinion. That's how I seen it.
Mm-hmm. Before I let Steven talk, Kobe, do you feel Kane is ready to be a boss of an organization?
The King now, yeah, he could run his own operation, but I don't see how big. I don't think it'll be that big unless he just like unless he's smart enough. Like he gotta. All right, so like the thing with Monet taking over, like coming in and take his shine, he gotta like shut all that down because if he keep allowing her to do it, come over and take over, then he ain't gonna never get nowhere. So I felt like he could kind of run his own thing, because he do like have the street smarts and everything. So I feel like he could run his own thing his way, how he wanted to do it, but he can't allow nobody else to come in and take over like someone like Monet. Now, if it was something like him and Tariq working together, yeah, like definitely. But they don't got it set up that way.
Okay.
Right. And yeah, can I get can I say something, pretty
Sure.
girl? Come. Kane though, I see him when Norma is either much taking like I see Kane is gonna end up taking over Norma business in her drug operation. And I can see that happening because I wouldn't be surprised if look, Kane, though, I really think he's going to survive this season and have his own spinoff. I don't see the writers killing him off right along with Drew and Diane. I don't see that happening. I think he's going to be the last one standing by the time when the season is over with.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but Norma though, I mean, you know she's supposed to be a big badass villain in this show, and they got her character looking as a complete failure in
Yeah.
this show.
I agree.
because she got to go. Norma have to go. So
Yeah.
I ain't no way she making it out of this season because she want Tariq gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I never saw it for her character. Now, as you were talking, I have this thing when my brain cells go to Pluto. They start seeing spaceships on Bankhead, right? So, what if we feel Tariq has this elaborate plan to knock Noma out of her organization? That's what I feel. We also know that Kane is close to Noma in her organization. What if, is it too crazy to believe, and y'all can keep it real now, if Tariq is successful of getting Noma out of here, whether deletion or deportation, suppose Tariq has kind of the keys to the organization and it takes it over, but sees Kane as a viable option to keep him at bay, like at a number 2, and have Kane kind of be in the forefront while Tariq over there, just he's the boss, but he's kind of playing like he's out of the spotlight, kind of like a Ghost and Tommy type thing. Like, can y'all see Tariq and Kane making amends and
Yeah.
an organization together?
Only if Monet out the picture. Yes. Monet
Yeah.
got to be out the picture. She got to be dead or in jail, like some mass security prison type of thing. She can't be in the picture because as long as she in the picture, her and Tariq gonna be the one working hand in hand, and she still got control over Kane. That's the only way I can see it happening. Other than that,
I agree.
yeah, like Monet got to be out the picture. Like, you remember, Kane told Drew, like, Monet took that from me, but I didn't try to, I didn't want to kill her or anything like that. So that's what like made me just felt like he just got like a tremendous amount of respect. His mama taught him the game, um, physically, like hands-on taught him the game because she was the one that was always there. At some point, his dad had went to jail and everything. So like she molded him and manipulated him to be a certain way, and come to find out he actually liked doing what he do. So I just felt like Monet got to be out the picture. As long as Monet is in the picture, man, like Kane ain't gonna never prosper. He ain't gonna never be able to reach the top. Noma, she weak now. Mecca gone, Obi gone. So once Kane found out that she smashing Davis, he gonna be like, man, you really for the streets. So now I'm really about to mess over you. And I think they gonna come up with a play. They gonna take over and everything. But one thing I want to ask you too, PG, because I saw like on one of the episode 9s, I think the name of the episode is Married to the Game, and they was talking about like the Tejadas and Tariq, something like a Noma, something like that, like a union. You think somebody gonna get married so she could get citizenship, like Kane marry her or something like that? Because if Kane marry her, that's another way for him to take her out, an easy way.
Yeah. I didn't,
They
because
get they get rid of her. She take. Oh my god! If they wrote it up like that, that would be crazy. But who knows?
yeah, that's a good
Uh,
point. Because 1 second, Steve, because I'm gonna forget if I don't say it now.
okay,
But
I mean, let me. I'm gonna let y'all. So let me hush.
no, you're fine. I just want to get this one thing out because now that you mentioned marriage, because I've always paid attention how they're also always discussing her citizenship. So that would be a good way for her to, get her papers easily in the States. But her marrying Kane, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Or Davis. Davis would be shisty enough to to do
But
that, even though he probably don't want to be married ever again. But I like that. I like that option. But go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, because either much Norma though she either much took out her right hand man Obi.
Mm-hmm.
So that a way that and Kane, I think he got the number 2 spot because with Norma though, look, you already know I don't like her character because I think the writers is gonna drag this storyline out with Norma because you know that she gonna be working with Method Man. So
Yeah.
and
Well,
you we all know Method Man Davis and Clay playing on both sides of the field. He playing on both sides, working with Tyree because he lawyer to him. And Norma, I think Mary J. Blige is gonna end up taking Norma out because you remember, yeah, because I remember last year that the writer was supposed to go do Mary J. Blige versus Norma, but they didn't write that in the storyline, but taking her out because they want to keep on continue building up Norma character going into season 4.
Yeah.
And so with Norma character, I still think she want Tariq out the picture. So she definitely have to go this season. So I think around episode 10 she out.
How do y'all feel her daughter's gonna play into all this? Will she be a big factor?
Oh, when she find out that Norma took out her father, she is gonna be exposed.
Yeah.
When she find out about that.
Once her daughter find out, yeah, and confront Noma about it, I think that's over with for Noma. I don't know. I think she might be done for. Because I mean, Tariq, he might just tell her straight up, like once she find out, like, yeah, all that about your mama is true. Like how Kanan said with the ghost situation, he did that shit. So I think that's how it's gonna be, to a certain extent and whatnot. So I mean, they brought the daughter in for a reason. So she might take the mom out herself, but I don't know. You never know, like how they might write it up, but. I
Yeah.
still think, just strongly believe Monet gonna kill her, cause like they was trying to wanted to take Noma out, and like the Tejadas, like they don't make any sense. Like it's almost like they want to make money when they want to make it, when they feel like it, because why in the hell y'all keep trying to take out all these plugs? Like, what is the benefit of that? Like, where are y'all gonna get y'all product from? Now look at y'all. The Don Carter then took over, and then now he got y'all in a situation where y'all gotta answer to him. And unless y'all take him out or somehow like do some legal stuff to get him in trouble with the police and everything, but they killed Rico. You know what I'm saying? Got rid of him. Um, she got rid of him, and then obviously because the shooting up the bar and everything, she trying to make a statement, and then they killed Mecca because he was a global snitch and all this and that, but he still was the one with the product, like he was the. So they sometimes that's like Monet running the situation. She just like, I see why King always want to catch bodies, just like his mama. Sometimes like some of the things that they do don't make any sense. And then I thought like with Noma, like now she real weak. I think she gonna die. But at first, before they game came out with the season, I thought they was gonna try to keep her alive after season 4 because they had the rumors about a London spinoff and everything. So I'm like, Noma might be the one that's gonna be on that show, like. And then they might kill her off after they show like the people that she connected to on that show. But they didn't turn her to, I don't know, like
A comedy.
yeah, like a real freak or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it's kind of like baffling how they wrote her character up PG. I don't know.
Yeah, I never saw it for her. I remember I had COVID and I did a live with Moochie and Brillo. I was sick as a dog going live from my bed.
Oh yeah,
And
I remember. Yeah.
at
Right.
that at that time I said I don't see it for her. And Brillo was like, "Are you sure?" She chopped up old new hand. I was like, "I am quite sure she's going to be a disappointment." And a year
Yep.
later, yeah,
I
that's all
thought
we
Mecca
see.
was gonna marry her. Like now with that ring situation, like now that all that had came out, like they talking about her citizenship and everything. I thought she probably thought that Mecca was gonna marry her, and that's how she was gonna
Yeah,
solidify herself. But
that's
Monet and them got rid of Mecca and everything, and she never really pressed Monet about it. But she over here pressing Obi, the person that come from where you come from, and that's gonna really have your back. Like, yeah, him and Tariq made a deal and everything, but he was going, if anything, he was going to talk Noma into bringing Tariq in and just get rid of the Tejadas and
yeah,
everything. And this show kind of like at some point in this show, like especially in season 2, this felt like a Tejada spinoff. Like Tariq is just here, he just like the
yeah,
star and everything.
Right. Right.
It really just felt like like the Mary J, her family, Monet Tejada and her family spinoff and everything, because a lot of the situations they happen is due to her. It's due to that family.
yeah,
Kane on sending the body up to try to kill Tariq and everything. Bars. I mean, then he following Tariq. He killed the Ramirez. the person, the inside man. Then he followed Tariq, and then he initiated the Jabari killing and everything. Then whatever he bullied Brayden or whatever. Brayden want to prove himself and all this and that. So he got in a dorm room and he planted the badge and everything. And it's like they did all this stuff, and Tariq has been the one that's been in the limelight. Him and Brayden been like kind of famous on this show. If you think about it, in the legal space and whatnot. But Monet and them haven't done any, like, haven't got any repercussions for the the actions that they committed and whatnot. I think she gotta die. She gotta go to jail. Like her
she gotta be neutralized.
Yeah, because
what's gonna happen? Like Diane, I think she might die. Drew, I always felt like he was gonna die, something like that, because the fans love Kane and whatnot, and he a tremendous talent actor, Woody McClain. But like Courtney Kemp always used to talk about that Kane versus Abel type of thing and whatnot. So like one of them gotta go. Kane or Drew gotta go. Either one. So I think Kane might be the one that win that battle and whatnot. So if they leave Monet alive and they just make her suffer, just in jail, and she got to think about what she did with her kids dying and everything, Zeke dying, and Lorenzo, even though he did hide that what he did, he should have been told her something like when it happened. So they got to do something, because Tariq been the one that's been getting blamed for everything, and that's probably his karma for wanting to be in the game so bad and whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, man, these people didn't cause so many bodies. She even killed the cop, even though she was able to play in her favorite. Like, she still killed the cop, like, and brought, like, in her home. So like, man, if the feds was really doing what they were supposed to do, they would have been arrested her, man. They would have had her in jail until her trial was waiting. But it's TV. They gotta write it up a certain way and whatnot. But like, I feel like in real life, they would have had her on some YNW Melly type of situation. Had her sitting, and she would have just been in jail for years until she was sentenced.
Yeah, let me get Young Champ. Young Champ joined us. What's up, Young Champ? What you got to speak in regards to this episode of the show?
What's up, PG? What's up, y'all?
What's up?
My thing, I just wanted to ask everybody, what y'all think they gonna do with this Zion character, because it ain't enough. I don't think it's enough time for his character to develop. So like, you can't have two big bads. We all now. I feel like Noma been exposed. She's not a big bad for real. Like, Yoden showed that he's a bigger bad, but I feel like he has been exposed to getting his ass whipped by Kane. So it's like, who the fuck is going to be the big bad for these last 5 episodes? Because I feel like Noma we got a daughter. She's screwing everybody. She's spiraling out, and then Yo got her scared. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird dynamic.
I wouldn't be surprised if her daughter take her at the end of the season. If the writers, if they can write this right to get the exit of Norma character off of this show, because she ain't doing absolutely nothing.
You think they can have Tariq?
I think that Davis and Tariq plan gonna come into play. I think their plan is gonna have a big impact on whatever they plan. Because we didn't get to see that part, but I think that's part of him sleeping with Noma. I think all that's gonna work in their favor. So we'll be getting off of the show some form of fashion. Like I think PG. I think you the one said she was gonna get deported. I mean, that sounds like that could possibly happen. But I'm trying to figure out the angle with the Zion nigga, because it's like he crazy, he cool, he not cool. Like, I don't really get it. Like, is he a big dog or not? They say he a mid-level nigga, but he had his motherfucking seat at that high-class table, and he made no man's move. That's not the type of shit that a mid-level nigga be doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
money talk.
Yeah, I got it in 1 second. I got to give credit to either, I'm sorry, I believe it was Miss K who said it, or Moochie, and I thought this, but they said it actually on air, so I'm going to give them the credit. They thinking possibly they set Zion up to be the catalyst to kill Kane, possibly. This is the thing that's going to get Kane possibly murked. That's probably Zion's purpose. I don't want Kane to go, but I just want to put it out there. I kind of feel that that's possibly what they're doing with Zion's character, because he's going to come back and he's going to want revenge. But
yeah, because Zion was the one took his brash knuckles out and either much hit Kane in his ribs with it, but he either much cheated.
Yeah, which was weird.
I feel like
I could see
Zion.
that happening.
I feel like
Hey, Monet,
Zion don't look at Kane as a viable threat all around the board. Maybe in the ring, but I don't think. I think his animosity going to be towards Noma. I think that's going to be part of the Noma takedown.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see the writers doing something like that in that direction, because because can I say something? Either much with Tariq though, but if it wasn't for Obi giving calling Brayden, giving him about those green calls, and after we had Effie had him set up, but after he done helped her out of jail and she done turned on him at choke school, and then Diana either much lied and said, "Oh, he tried to kill me too." Drew said, "You tried to kill our mother." Kane said, "I've been waiting on this a long time ago." And then the lights get turned out, and Brayden he came in and saved the day shooting. And then so I ain't see no body drop, but the cameras keep on cutting back and forth. So and I see either much Effie though, and she is when she find out that Diana pregnant, and she gonna try to take her out too, because I seen it in the trailer. Tariq is look like he's in tears, but something must had happened to Diana getting taken out with her and that baby, because I don't think the baby in her is gonna make it. Because she already said that she don't want her child in the drug game. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. If I was Tariq, I would have went and took that gallbladder test and see who baby it is. If it's Slim baby, the one he went to the house and shot, or is it Tariq baby? So we just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah,
that's another piece too, right there. That's another piece that we not really paying about attention to. That nigga Carter said that he everything cool unless civilians die. I mean, that's when he get on his fucking Super Saiyan bullshit. And I feel like they gonna find out about the Salim nigga, and they're gonna be on hell path. Like he gonna be on some bullshit for these whole next five episodes. And Diana might be the one tell by mistake, or I don't know, but I don't think she gonna make it past episode 8.
Yeah, and either much. Yeah, you could be right, because either much with Effie though. Look, Effie is minding home business, but she is working with these Russians. She have a Russian connect or plug with them, so Effie knows how to go online get information about these Russians. So they is not trying to talk to anybody else with Effie. They don't want to have nothing to do with the Hoddles family, because they already trying to get the Russians trying to get the Hoddles family out of the way. So they ain't interested in working with Norma. They not interested in working with her. They only want to work with Effie. That's all who they want to work with.
Yeah, that's gonna be
but Effie don't got no plug without Noma though. So
yeah,
if they ice Noma, Effie gonna have to go get that shit from Tariq.
Yeah, because when they send those assassins out there in the garage up there at Choke School, and then Effie was the one texted Tariq and told him somebody is coming to kill you. So once they started shooting, and so either much, I think Pie's son took him out in the garage, and so after that, Tariq was the one told Norman, "You see this?" And showed him that there was Pie's son on the Titan. I'm sorry, on the laptop. So he ended up taking out Young, and so is that USP driver is going to come back into play?
Oh
Maybe.
yeah.
Pies is gonna try to come back and get revenge on Tariq. So you know she hate Ghost and hate the St. Patrick family.
Man, Tariq better step on her. I'm about tired
Don't
of her.
nobody
I ain't
want
like
to
her
listen,
Orange is the
man.
New Black.
His mama told him.
I
That's a
mean, yeah,
lesson
because
that
I don't know why
nigga
they keep.
learned. Listen to your mama.
That would be funny if
His
if
mother said,
Todd catch a body and she ends up getting locked up.
Yeah, I don't know why the writers
that'd
keep
be
on
crazy.
bringing Pies back. I don't like her because she shouldn't be involved
They
in
tried
their
to get it. They
storyline.
tried to get it her son. That's what it was about. They really tried to like show us like, oh yeah, that's her son, and that's the nephew from back in the day. Remember? That's what that was about. But I feel like y'all whacked him so quick. We ain't even, like he could have been a pivotal. He could have been fucking who Detective Carter is right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because either
think they
much,
wasted him.
yeah, because Pie either much, Blanca Rodriguez told him to leave the St. Patrick case alone, so he just wouldn't listen. So he goes and do it anyway.
Right.
Because
His mother
anybody who
told him
rose up
to.
against the James St. Patrick case, they always lose against them
They just
every
die,
time, just
man.
like
Or die. Every police, anybody that mess with that family worse than the family business family.
yeah, because you're not gonna find no evidence on the St. Patrick's.
PG, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, like Detective Carter, like his rules when he was saying like no civilians, like no innocent like citizens or whatnot. Like that's a contradiction. I feel like to a certain extent, because just look at like Jabari following Tariq and everything. Then boom, next thing you know, he died. Even though like he had too much information on him, like, and he was plagiarizing, so he still wasn't innocent. But like, I don't know if he really deserved to die. Carrie Milgram, Celine trying to fight Tariq with a gun. Like, what the hell is you doing, dude? Like, Slim was tripping. Like,
Yeah, he
I
was
don't know what the
bugging.
heck he was doing, but I just feel like the way the world work is not fair. Like anybody could get it, you know what I'm saying? And like you don't want to just see nobody just dying that don't have anything to do with what the situation may be, but that's how things happen. Freak accidents happen all the time.
Yeah. So you started the question of asking about Detective Carter. Are you
Like his
referring to like him catching or him and Tariq up for killing innocents or what?
I mean, like, so like the Celine thing, like he said that. So I feel like once they look into Celine, once they confirm that he dead and everything, they gonna see that he went to Stansfield. Like, if Celine parents don't know he went to Stansfield, plagiarizing and all this and that, these people, I don't know. Like, I guess they just love go and do their own thing or whatnot. But whatever, he do some research. They find out that that he went to Stansfield and everything. Only thing they gotta do is just point the finger at Tariq and Brayden.
And Celine should never got a physical with Tariq, and he ended up getting himself popped in the chest. And then if and we ain't see when Celine died, and the writers they cut that scene. But if he is survived in season in episode 6, it's gonna come back and hunt Tariq because he was the one. Because Tariq asked him where's Diana, and he was the one told him that she was over his parents' house. And he went there because he went there and bust that glass window in the back of the
And that dude, yeah.
In their
yeah,
house?
in the door, and he went in there and pointed the gun at Diana. He was finna get ready to take her out. So Monet told him, and Diana told him, "I am pregnant," and that stopped him right there. But
What
and I
if
see,
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I
and
just
I see Monet told him and say that put the gun down, Tariq, because you know he was gonna take Diane out. Monet told Tari told Monet, "You finna come here and take me out." She said, "If I want to take you out, I will." And so you know Monet and Mary J. Blige, they hugged it. But right now, I think they just got on the same page as for now.
yeah, I'm still harping at the fact that Diana's fingerprints are at both houses and the vehicle. Like, suppose
Right.
some weird way she go down for Celine.
Yeah,
She going
I could.
slow. That's what I'm saying. She gonna tell. She's not going to jail pregnant. All of that. Hell no. She gonna
She would
say,
need
man, it was
evidence,
Tariq.
though. She would need evidence.
She need
She
going in
gonna
the
say it
dirt.
was
That
Tariq,
was she
He had
doing.
man.
on gloves, and we also got Pinky in the pocket. We don't know what Pinky got going on in the background too.
I think Pinky
Hey, yo,
might
where the
die
fuck
after
is
seeing
this
that
come
teaser.
from?
Man, I paused it on the Carter pointing the gun. Man, I think Pinky might die. I think Carter do that the week in Tariq. That's how he gonna get Tariq under his thumb.
Yeah, because Pinky was the one that sent that video to Monet about Diana was going over to Kate Eden house and had her hair pink just like hers. And then and she I wish I ain't never had y'all motherfuckers. And you either much had Janet,
Ah,
either much had
Monet.
to stop Monet, and Kane when he got his gun, he wanted to shoot him after Drew and Diana done burned off in the car together.
Pinky
Look,
be getting
this
shit done. I don't know where
Kane.
Pinky
See,
came
Kane.
from, but
I don't know, like
getting shit
Monet
done.
got real control over Kane because it's like, bro, like I understand, dude. Like you ain't kill your mama, so you feel like they shouldn't be going after her, but like, bro, like she's effed up with it. Like you know this for a fact. Like you didn't see her try to fight Diana, try to do all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like,
Yep, and
you
she
know,
said you took
like
out
you
my
trying to
father.
kill your siblings for what? Like I
Yeah,
understand, like you know, you upset because you wanted to be the one to take over the family and hold it down for everybody and all this and that. But like, bro, it's really not that deep, dude. You could have left the family and been doing what you've been
And
doing
Drew
now.
And
Like
Drew
we,
don't want to have nothing to do with his mother. He don't want to have nothing to do with his mama. He don't even much want to work with her in her business.
yeah. Kane feels like he's Monet's protector, but you know what? I feel like he probably been always trying to fight for that protective role. But remember how we saw the flashback about Drew saving Monet's life? Maybe that was always a thing with Kane, kind of always trying to compete. Because I can imagine going home that night and Kane finding out that Drew caught a body one probably before him, and he protected his mom. So maybe he always kind of
you
felt some type
right.
of resentment, like, damn, I'm supposed to be the older
That make a
brother.
lot of
I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be the
sense.
protector.
You right, that
That make a
competition,
lot
you
of
know, they always like set it up to where like them dudes is gonna be in competition with each other. And that's what Lorenzo and them messed up at. When it was like in King just be a super soldier and he go do whatever he want. No. Why in the hell y'all like if y'all really wanted them to be like real soldiers for y'all and take over this business, why in the hell y'all just didn't train them both to work along with each other? And I get it like in power they're not gonna necessarily always write this stuff up for the characters to be in that way. But like they could have wrote it up that way if they really wanted to, and still probably could have ended up with them two taking each other out, like depending on the circumstances that may have happened. But like they always set it up for them to like be in competition, the parents and everything. And that's the problem. And like Monet really just wanted to be the one that always be in control, and if she could be in control by keeping her kids in control, then she was gonna be number one. Like you know, she never wanted to take a back seat. She was wanted to be number one until Zeke got to the NBA and then go from there.
Yep.
And once they got to the NBA and made a certain amount of money and whatnot, they was able to wash more money from the drug game, you know, and everything. Once the age stuff would have happened about Zeke, there wasn't nothing that the people really could do because that's in the past. Like even if that age stuff had came out way after the fact, so that would have been in the past and everything. So I felt like Monet thought she had everything, but her junior Diana Monet Junior exposed all that, and that's when everything just went downhill for Monet herself and everything.
Yeah, because Tariq was the one who was tutoring Zeke.
Zeke,
Yeah, because that yeah, he was tutoring because he was close friends with Zeke in college.
yeah,
Because Zeke character, I know his character was not gonna make it to season 3 because if Diana Drew tell Diana don't go in the bag, she goes off in any way, and Lorenzo should have never left the house. He thought he was shooting Mega when he walked up there on the airplane. He ended up shooting Zeke because he thought that was Mega walking up the stairs in the
Zeke
airplane
was
in
dead
a jet
either
ski
way
takeoff.
though. As soon as they would have said basketball, as soon as they said basketball player, season one, like who he was. They introduced him who he was, and he was connected to that family. I already knew he was gonna die. It's just
Yeah.
when will he die? Like when
And
and how
Monet
will he
lied to
die?
him.
The
And
fact
she
that
lied to
Zeke
him
ain't
and
have a
say,
clue though, bro. Zeke ain't have a clue about nothing. Like they ain't tell that man nothing. He just walk around like a fucking deadhead. Like whole
like a dumb.
family
They had
got
his
hit.
character as a
Man.
dummy.
Niggas getting killed at his basketball game. He don't know nothing. This shit just going on. Just
He don't understand. He don't understand because either much Zeke though, or because Mary J. Blige lied to him.
Yeah, but see, he knew that Monet was keeping stuff away from him because whenever that pool in the body that body at the pool had dropped, whenever Two Bit had came in and said Tariq, and they was questioning the teachers and Milgram was questioning Zeke and them or whatever this and that. He went to go see Tariq about it, and he was like, "You seen Drew? Like I'm trying to get in touch with him and let him know he need to keep his head on a swivel." And he told Tariq, like, you need to watch your back because Monet don't tell you everything that you need to know. He knew that they was drug dealers. Like he didn't know every single detail, but he knew what them people did, or, like what they doing and everything. And that like how Monet basically painted it to them, like we gonna bring him up to New York and he'll have a better chance to get to the league and everything. And everything they got him to Stansfield. And obviously, like he wasn't good academic wise and whatnot and everything.
yeah,
But like he knew that Monet was up to no good. He just knew that Monet just wouldn't tell him any details or anything. But he did know that. But that's Monet's fault for even bringing him up there. They should have left that man where he was
In,
at
in
and
North
kept.
Carolina, they should have left him in North Carolina where he
That's
was,
it, man.
He
and
was
not
being selfish.
bring him to New York. If he would have stayed there in North Carolina, he probably still would have been alive.
Yeah, she was
I'm
being
gonna give
selfish.
Monet a little bit of grace, right? I'm gonna say that she was trying to protect them by not telling them nothing. That was a dumbass plan though, because not telling them nothing is exactly what got him killed because he did a bunch of dumbass shit because he ain't know no better. Like when he gave them people that card, that Ramirez card. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta
and
know
then
better than that. Bro.
Yes, Blaze, real quick. Thank you so much for the super chat. You said once again, YouTube notifications ain't worth the damn. Peace and abundance, PG panel, and the chat. All I gotta say is that Tejada better go down before it's over. I do agree. Like they kind of been itching for a minute, and that's why I also feel we got flashbacks with Kane and Diana. I'm waiting on the Kane flashback, and I feel like when we get the Kane flashback, it's probably gonna be Kane's end. I mean, that's just kind of how I feel. Um,
and yeah though, because either much with Zeke, he should never been going with Professor Milgram. Should never been going with her. Because even Mary J. Blige was the one who put the gun up into Professor Milgram's head and told her, "You going after my nephew," and told her, "You I'm telling because you when she bust that window out and put that gun up to Professor Milgram's hand and told her that you have my nephew, and she ain't even much know it was her son."
yeah, that's crazy. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I wanted to
Appreciate
speak
your
about opinions. Thank y'all for some.
appreciate you.
I
Appreciate. I've
appreciate.
been listening to you a long time, so because I got nervous coming up here.
Oh, you got nerve. Oh, well, I can't tell. You seem very comfortable.
Yeah, because I've been listening to you every Sunday. So when you do your
Oh.
power reviews and BMF reviews,
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate y'all support. Y'all don't understand. Just y'all coming through and listening to me rant for 2 hours every Sunday.
yeah,
It keeps me going. Even in rough times. So before we get out of here, I do want to know real quick what each of y'all are looking forward to for the part 2 of this show. So Steven, let me know, what are you most looking forward to, or like your most invested storyline in this show?
I either much see Tariq though taking out Effie, and I see the police is pulling Drew and dragging him
So you think
because
Drew was snitch?
Yeah, Drew was snitch because he got a big mouth.
Yeah, he already exposed himself talking about, well, what if we report you? I'm like, bruh, you already and we already know he's exposed low key by trying to get Noma's well, they got Noma's product, and that was his route. So Drew is definitely on the chopping
Yes,
block.
because Drew was the one took that product out of his mama's store and put it in his bag. And Kane was pointing the gun, and he much Monet called him and told him, "Do not take your brother out." And then either much Drew, he got to talking stupid, talking about Monet sent you over here to take me out. You didn't either much get the job done. And then by the time he turned around, and Kane really beat the bloody poke out of him.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happened with Drew. But Junk Champ, what are you mostly looking forward to for this part two before we get out of here?
I gotta see what my man Reek and Davis got cooked up, and I want to see the progression of Reek and Anya and how he gonna work this and play this into his favor.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued about that. Um, Jacoby, what's up? What are you looking forward to the most in this part two?
Tariq. Tariq, my favorite character. Like he been for before the show kind of has started. So just Tariq, like kind of like the relationships and things that he gonna have to go through. I want to see how it's gonna play out between him and Carter, him and Brayden, and him and Effie. Uh, I don't I don't trust Effie. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily dislike her or anything like that, but I since I know like those three was like always together and whatnot, I just want to see how things gonna play out. If like it's gonna be like a full circle moment where they all come back and end up working together. They get to whatever end goal it is, and once the season ends.
Okay, okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna give y'all.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I was just saying thank you for letting us come on. I had been on Brillo channel and like way before, like a couple of years ago, I've been on Modot channel before. So I have
Dude, I
found you.
follow.
I found
Yeah,
you
cause
through Modot and
Oh, okay.
everything. So
Yeah, cause I follow the Miss K channel, Birlo, Detroit Kings, Mark Dog, Lorenzo, Eagle, 2115. I
Same
follow
here.
him. And
oh, we
I
don't
follow the
speak on
real
that
Sprite
name.
and Pretty Girl Trap Country because y'all are the real. When I say Pretty Girl the real, and she always getting on here giving us facts, and we be in the comments though, and speaking on our mind though. We go, we just whatever we watch on TV, and then she come on here every morning, and we speak with our minds what we see on TV. So we just can't be getting up here saying anything.
No, I really appreciate y'all just supporting. I don't understand, especially as a woman YouTuber, it's harder, believe it or not, to get our channel out there. So you know,
Yeah,
I
and I
appreciate
follow Lamont Tyson too. He comes on every morning too. I follow Lamont Tyson. He review Power and the rest of those shows.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I'm starting back my OG Power reviews. So I will be starting season 6, episode 1 next Wednesday, at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I may take a break once Power start back, but it's 15 episodes of season 6, so that's about 3 months worth of content right
Yeah,
there.
and Pretty Girl,
Mhm.
can I tell you something? Because you know that me and my mama though we stayed up all night looking at season 6 of Power. Because
Really.
yeah, and we got up another Friday night. We had to watch the show to the end till it got to 15 episodes
Wow.
on the Fire Stick on Primary.
Wow. Yeah. I know I originally did the OG Power rewatch because it's been so long since of course it's been 10 years, so that was kind of a way to refresh myself with in the midst of all these spin-offs, and just kind of a fun way to us to remember all the intricate details, to realize how we got to where we got with Tariq and Kanan, and Raising Kanan is my favorite spinoff because it's nostalgic. It's New
Yeah,
York in the 80s. So
me,
that's
me too. So I'm happy that they brought our boy Unique back
that's a
because
whole nother thing.
yeah, because I was pissed off though how they just had Unique character getting beat up by running, getting kicked into the
Oh no, don't say
desert.
that. Don't say Ronnie. Oh, don't say him. I'm starting to
Oh
twitch.
yeah.
Don't say
I mean, let me stop. Let me stop. I ain't trying to
No,
upset
no,
you.
you're good. You're good. It's just
But Unique,
Ronnie
I'm
was
glad he
cool.
came back to the end. So Marvin, Unique, and Rock, and who else on there? Jukebox. They all my favorite characters on the show.
Yeah, I love it. Book 2
It's
is
coming
still a
back,
close
so
second.
I'm just can't wait till they give us the announcement.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
PG,
going to see. I'm
real
hoping.
quick,
Go
real
ahead.
quick before you get out, because I know you
Sure.
about close out. Whenever between this break, I think they're gonna do like an announcement for the Raising Canaan. When they do, and you go live for that, I'm trying to hop on because I gotta speak my mind on Raising Canaan too. That show fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. That
It's
show real fire. It just got a different vibe, especially with the '90s theme. But Patina Miller, like she top tier.
facts.
I mean, Bettina Miller is a badass on
She
Power
top
Raising
tier. I love her.
20 because
She
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 like the
beautiful,
Cleopatra
head to toe.
Jones.
Yeah, her
I like
range
her.
is crazy. From Broadway to this, like her characters on Broadway are
Yeah, but she
sharp.
better in marriage in a Monet character.
Yeah, we not gonna go there. It's a different different level of thespianism, I should say. If that is even a word. I'm good for making up words, but yeah, I love Raising Canaan. I do feel like they're gonna have the announcement possibly right before book 2 or in the midst of it somewhere, because of course they always got to give us something to look
Yep.
forward to. But I may be popping on here randomly on Sundays, if I think of different topics about book 2. Of course, we got a month and a half, so y'all keep y'all notifications on. Like again, I appreciate y'all even wanting to come up and speaking y'all piece. I love chopping it up with y'all in the chat, but I may do this more
Yep. I had
often
to come up
where
here.
I'm
I had to
sorry.
come up here and say, I first when you put that link down, I said, let me come up here because I'm getting nervous. Let me just come up and let me come speak something on my mind.
Yeah, nothing to be nervous about. And this is what this community is about, right? We as content creators and as subscribers, we help each other and just forming this community of being able to discuss something that um we all enjoy. So, this is could be a way of being, therapeutic or just straight entertainment. So, I appreciate y'all even wanting to come up and speak y'all mind on my platform. And again, y'all welcome. If I ever come back, I may do something like this in the future. I typically don't do this. Well, I don't really get asked unless somebody wants to come up. So don't be shy if y'all want to come up and I have time. It's not going to be an issue unless I'm rushing or something. Because PG ain't even eat yet, so I got to go, whip something up in the kitchen. Because it's Sunday, and but again, y'all always welcome if I have time. If not, we'll try to
Okay.
schedule something else.
Okay. We will always come up here on this live when you put this link down.
No problem. Thank y'all so much, Steven and Jacoby. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, okay?
You too.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming through. Yeah, if y'all anybody else wants to come up in the future, just let me know. I may have a dedicated subscriber live. Um, we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I normally just run my mouth on my own, but I definitely don't mind anybody else running their mouth about power. Okay. Miss Kira, you said go eat. Yeah, I'm not really that hungry, but the growls are about to occur shortly. Okay. But again, thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank y'all all for the super chats. Brillo, Jacoby, Demarcus, Blaze. Thank you for blessing your girl. Okay, that is going probably towards the water bill or the light bill. Okay, I got to see which one is going to be the highest in August. Okay. But again, I appreciate y'all coming through on this Sunday, and I'll be coming to y'all shortly, okay? Blazing Saddles, you said I really like this, have more subscribers on. Yeah, like I'm never opposed to that, you know. I'm open to new things. Okay. But this was very fun. I really enjoyed hearing y'all speak. And make something we maybe add into the works in the trap. Okay, y'all always welcome. Just don't drink up all the Kool-Aid. Please, okay? Thank you so much. Again, enjoy the rest of y'all week. I am taking a little bit of a break, so y'all will see me back next Wednesday when we discuss season 6 of Power Book 1, okay? The original, okay? OG Power. I'm excited because I just watched it the other week. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Talk to y'all later. Toodles.